What's going on, guys? Thomas Garetz here, back with your daily dose of Floki. And in today's video, I'm going to read a thread that goes over Floki's NFT gaming metaverse, and it's called Valhalla. And if you didn't know anything about it, it's going to pretty much tell you everything you need to know about Valhalla, super in-depth. And the funny thing is, this wasn't even supposed to be the video today. It was supposed to be my video yesterday, but I didn't have time before I was meeting my daughter for dinner. So I had to just split the video in half, and instead I uploaded this video right here, this short one where I was just talking about like Jerome Powell's speech and all of that because it was super quick. And so instead, this is just, I'm like splitting this into its own video. And so this is obviously the next day after I recorded the clip you're going to see. But let's just talk real quick before I get into that. The markets kind of don't know how to react. Like tech, the NASDAQ is down pretty bad, but there's not really any bad news or anything. I mean, if you look at the headlines, it seems like Omicron, no one's really worried about it. Like, yeah, we're probably going to get hit by it, but it doesn't seem like anyone's really worried about it. And really, everyone's just stacking up cash, just waiting to put it in the markets, you know, but no one really knows when to do that. And as you can see, like some of the big gains are getting taken away from the stock market from yesterday. Not a whole lot, but definitely some of it. And it's just kind of, people don't really know how to feel yet. So we'll see. But cryptos seems to be doing good. I mean, ETH's still over 4. Bitcoin's dropped a little bit, not too bad, but yeah, everything seems to be all right. Bitcoin is, or crypto in general, is doing much better than the stock market right now, but nothing's really down too much. And with crypto, it went up quite a bit yesterday, and so did stocks. So we'll see how things go, but that's all I really wanted to touch on about that. But let's get into the actual thread now. The Metaverse case for Floki and why it is significantly undervalued. The metaverse industry is projected to be a $1 trillion industry according to crypto giant Grayscale. This thread looks at the metaverse trend and what it means for Floki as a crypto. I'll start with disclaimers. This is not financial advice. I'm a core member at Floki and actively involved with the project. All right, facts and data. The metaverse industry is a $1 trillion annual revenue opportunity according to Grayscale. Metaverse games will benefit mostly from this growth, with a projected annual revenue of $400 billion by 2025. Floki is building a metaverse game named Valhalla. Metaverse cryptocurrencies are on the rise, but the industry is still nascent. According to CoinMarketCap, metaverse cryptocurrencies currently have a combined market cap of over $35 billion, with Mana and Axie Infinity leading the pack. Mana and Axie both sit at a market cap of around $6 billion each at the time of writing. Floki sits at a market cap of $1.3 billion. There's still a lot of room for the industry to grow, and I believe Floki is poised to be a major player. This thread explains why Floki will be a major player by analyzing Valhalla fundamentals, tokenomics, and what adoption for Floki's metaverse game could be like. Let's start by looking at how Floki fits into the metaverse trend. Floki's NFT metaverse game Valhalla is going to be quite unique due to the robust play-to-earn mechanics it'll feature. A gardening system, in-game characters known as Vera, a robust battle system, an in-game ship system, and item system. That's a lot. Let's take a look at these play-to-earn mechanics. The gardening system lets players grow crops so they can sell in various marketplaces. Players can battle and capture in-game characters known as Vera, which they can then sell/auction if they so choose. So that's kind of like the Pokemon aspect of it. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it sounds like to me, at least. Not the crop part, obviously, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. The battle system lets players collect Floki tokens when they win battles. The in-game ship systems allow players to trade and customize ships, and the item systems allows players to craft and sell items to other players. There's a lot of opportunities to earn in this game. So yeah, this is going to be huge, you guys. Like, I think a lot of people don't realize, which is obviously why I'm reading this, because obviously, like, I knew about this. I didn't know, like, I've heard about it and I've read about it, but to the extent of how in-depth this is going to be and how big of a game this could be, and just the market possibilities, like they said, how big it's going to be, and plus the fact that Floki is going to be so much bigger than just Valhalla. But yeah, anyways, I'll keep going. So players will be able to communicate, monitor each other's progression, and encounter one another in Valhalla. The blend of play-to-earn gaming mechanics with a metaverse should position Floki to be a top player in the projected 400 billion metaverse gaming industry. It gets more interesting when you look at the Valhalla tokenomics. Valhalla is designed to take a huge chunk of Floki tokens out of circulation and into the Valhalla ecosystem as adoption increases, since Floki is going to be the main currency of the Valhalla world. The only way to buy in-game items in Valhalla will be with the in-game tokens, which will be Floki, or can only be bought with Floki. Valhalla will also incentivize people to spend Floki to advance through the game more easily, enhances utility and demand for the Floki token. That's smart. You see that with so many. I can't tell you, if you ever played Clash of Clans, I probably spent like a good $1,000 on that game. So it's like, that's big. People will spend money to get to like advance faster. It's genius. But in other words, more adoption for Valhalla equals more actual usage of Floki tokens. Since increased adoption for Valhalla means more utility and demand for the Floki token, what would adoption look like? Quite interesting. Valhalla adoption plus growth. How big can Floki's NFT metaverse game be? From a marketing/adoption perspective, there's no doubt that Floki is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Floki is barely 5 months old and is one of the most mainstream cryptocurrencies due to its aggressive marketing and massive real-world partnerships. Floki also has over 370,000 holders and trends on Twitter pretty much daily, clear signs of massive interest. Floki is a social cryptocurrency, and the Valhalla metaverse is going to make it more social. What do you think will happen when a combo of the Floki marketing machinery and the overwhelming social strength of Floki Vikings come together to create awareness about Valhalla? Looking at Floki's fundamentals and massive base, I wouldn't be surprised if it quickly becomes one of the top metaverse cryptocurrencies when Valhalla finally launches. In conclusion, this is not financial advice, and I've clearly disclosed my role with Floki. However, from a fundamental analysis perspective, the Valhalla NFT metaverse game makes Floki a very promising cryptocurrency. Sorry. I gotta take this. I'll be back. All right, so obviously I didn't come back after that. Like I said at the start, this is the next day. But yeah, I think that thread just gives you so much input into Valhalla, which is going to be a major part of Floki and the long-term vision of Floki that so many people seem to forget, right? And I think it's important whenever you're investing in something to really do your research and understand all of this, right? Because so many people, and I've touched on this before, but so many people just literally buy something because they see it going up or they see someone talk about it and they're just hoping for it to go up. They have no idea if there's like a real community, if there's real utility or anything like that. And it's just not smart investing. You really want to understand what you're investing in and either have a belief or have some fundamental reasons for investing in it. Okay. But yeah, so I touched on the market enough, but I will show you right here my current balance of Floki. So at 72, we went down a little bit. You see we shot up after the Fed meeting all the way to 77. So we're down a little bit, but we're still up in the last 24 hours, sitting at about 14. And obviously I'm still down, but I'm, again, not worried about it. I have very high belief in the team and their ability to do what they say they're going to do. And yeah. So that's pretty much that. And like I said, once the market starts picking up again, it's going to be crazy. Oh, and I almost forgot. I want to give an extra shout out to B for writing that thread. He works his ass off for Floki, and he's just a good dude. So yeah, shout out to you, B, if you're watching this. But that's all I got. Love you guys, and I'll see you on the next video.